years, he has relentlessly battled for better education for Washington children.
Now he never saw coming. King5's Eric Wilkinson with the story.
He's the suit behind several landmark lawsuits in our state, but Tom Ahearne is much more suited to camo than the courtroom.
Spent a lot of time in the winter snowboarding, a lot of time in the spring and summer motorcycle racing. Fall is bow hunting season.
Ahearne's office is decorated with the trophies of an accomplished life, but he's still pursuing the big prize.
And so it became personal.
For 7 years, Ahearne has battled the state, demanding lawmakers meet their constitutional duty to fully fund basic education for Washington children. The case centers on the McCleary family. Carter McCleary was a boy when it all started. Now he's a young man and is still waiting for the education he deserves.
The kids, you're writing off their education.
But as the case moved forward, Ahearne suffered a devastating setback.
My memory is slow motion. Just crunch, crunch, crunch as I sat down.
He shredded his spinal cord in a February snowboarding accident and is now paralyzed from the waist down.
They are again going to be in contempt.
Yet just 6 months after the accident, Ahearne was back in front of the state Supreme Court arguing once more for the children of Washington. But it was one moment that happened before court was even in session that meant the most.
All rise.
When the bailiff shouted, "All rise," Ahearne wanted to do just that, but he couldn't. Not by himself. So there at his side was none other than Carter McCleary, helping Ahearne to his feet, wheeling him to the lectern, standing up for the lawyer who has stood up for him and all of Washington's children for the past 7 years.
The orders in this case aren't fiction, they're the law of Washington.
And while he could have left law after the accident, Ahearne says he couldn't walk away from Carter or the 1 million other school kids hoping for a better education.
You know, these kids, they're growing up. I mean, his second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th grade are all behind him, with the court having ruled the state was violating his constitutional rights every single one of those years.
Eric Wilkinson, King5 News.
Ahearne won his initial case against the state, but lawmakers still have not fully funded education. He's now back before the state Supreme Court asking justices to hold lawmakers in contempt if they don't find the money by the end of the year.